So hi again. I'm now at the end of the messenger RNA convention here in Berlin. I know it's Stephane Bancel, who is the founding CEO of Moderna Therapeutics. So as you have heard of it, it's a Cambridge-based biotech company working in the mRNA therapeutic field, pretty famous for having raised over $900 million from venture capital and partnerships so far. And so Stephane, we met 1.5 years ago in Boston. It's a really nice discussion. Could you come back on the milestone you achieved so far?
Yes, so first of all, thank you so much for talking to me today. I think the team at Moderna has focused on a few things. First is continue to invest and advance the science. So we've grown the team, and the team has done a lot of work on really the basic science of mRNA. We want to be in the field for a very long time and to really understand mechanistically how does it work. And the other thing is we have launched a new venture. So we launched a new venture in infectious disease in January called Valera. We launched a new venture in the spring called Lpdera, doing rare disease. And we just announced a few weeks ago launching a new venture in personalized cancer vaccine. We've also raised some money, and we've also done a new partnership with Merck. And most important, we have advanced a lot of our programs to actually be able to go in the clinic in 2016.
Great. And so, yeah, it's pretty original to see this launch of ventures. It's not common in the biotech space. Could you maybe expand on this strategy and why you're doing it?
Yes, so that's a great question. So we did not start thinking we're going to build a company like this. So it was not a grand plan we came up with. It was just us trying to figure out what's the right thing to do. And we came up with that model because one of the challenges we had was, because the mRNA field is so new, there was a lot of basic science we had to do work on. But at the same time, we are not doing science for the sake of science. We are doing science to make medicine. And we wanted to make sure we had different teams focused on doing different work. Some focused like drug hunters making medicine, and some focused on the science. Of course, them talking and collaborating. But one of the things I've learned in previous careers is you only do great things if you are focused on one thing. And so that's what we try to achieve. And so because there's not a lot of link between cancer and rare disease or infectious disease, we wanted to have the team dedicated by venture. So like this, they can be very focused on a family of diseases.
It's great. Yeah, really great. And now I want to switch more on the global view on the mRNA field. It's really booming in the last years. We see it now as the third international conference. What's your vision for the next few years and even a long-term vision?
Yeah, so I think that the field is, as you say, just starting and booming, which is very exciting. I think we are seeing here what you see with most new technologies. If you look at mankind, for the last 200-300 years, all technology that mankind has touched go through an S-shaped curve performance through time, where when you start a new technology, the performance is not very good. But as you have smart people coming together and starting to work on that technology or that science, then it starts to go exponentially and to really develop for usually 10 to 20 years before it starts to plateau. Yeah. And so I think we are just in the first phase that start to go exponential of the technology. So I think it's very exciting. The piece I was just discussing with Ingmar, the CEO of CureVac, as we're closing the conference that we co-organized together, is that you could make millions of mRNA for the same disease, literally millions, because there's so many things you can move. And because I like to say mRNA is like software, as we've learned from the software industry, you can do a lot of different coding for making the same software, but even the same game. And it's the same thing with mRNA. So I think that what I can see coming in the field is now that there's a lot of capital coming into the field, and a number of big pharma involved through partnership with the different companies. I think the next couple of years are going to be really interesting because we should see 1 or 2 dozens of drugs going into the clinic across the board. And so going to be learning a lot of things and going to be really able to expand the field. And at the same time, the technology is going to keep on improving. So what I can see is the drugs we're putting in the clinic this year and next year and the year after, 2 or 3 years from now, those drugs should be at 10x or 100x of performance. So I think the next couple of years are going to be really interesting, and the field is just, again, at the beginning. So I think we need to just put our head down and do the science and focus on patients.
Great, and good luck for that. Thanks, Stephane, for the interview. This was the last interview from the convention. See you soon on Labiotech.eu.